Good evening. This is a first episode of Energy Speaks from a pretty decent long sabbatical. Believe the last episode that I did was at the very beginning of COVID. And if I can remember correctly, it was March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So, I want to bring, I want to acknowledge the day. It's Mercurian Day, and today has definitely been ruled by Mercury. Today is the first day of Gemini. Gemini allows us to step into our intellect, new thoughts, ideas, communications arise during this time. You may have many moments of great thoughts, but also may go back and forth on different ideas, and that's okay. It's a very mutable time. One thought on my mind, and more so of my heart, is the topic that I'd like to share today. Vulnerability is strength. Let's dissect vulnerability for a moment here. So, vulnerability is definitely associated with more so the divine feminine energy. And I say that specifically in regards to energy. Because we all have a divine masculine and a divine feminine within us. Vulnerability is when we open our heart and we express our truth, even if it is maybe difficult in the moment. So let's stop there. Okay, that's vulnerability. Strength. Let's look at the strength card that we many times see in the tarot. The strength card can be associated with physical strength, but it's more so I like to associate it with your inner strength, because as above, so below, as within, so without. So that being said, let's put the two together. Vulnerability is strength. Vulnerability is strength when someone expresses a very deep, intimate thought or emotion or feeling. And even, let's go deeper, it could be even with, in the scariest of scenes. To themselves, of course, it could seem very uncomfortable. Why do I say this? It takes great strength here to speak your truth. It takes great strength to express the deepest part of yourself. From within to your mirrors. It really can. But when you choose to be in your heart and to find words to your emotions and express them, that's a gift. We all have this within inside of us, but not all of us express it. And it's definitely a gift. So all of those who take these deep feelings within yourself and relate them to your here and now situations. And you go deeper, you keep going deeper. Taking the little nuggets of gold within each layer. And decide to find a way to express that, whether that be through words, through your words on paper, writing, through your art, through your music. At that moment in time, you're sharing this deep connection with yourself and with Source and with the reflections around you. You're opening up your heart and you're sharing that deepness of yourself with everyone, so they can then partake in this energy as well, which is beautiful. I many times throughout my life have been in situations let's bring another word in. Intimacy. This word can be scary to some, but is incredible. There's been many times in my life where I have felt so many deep emotions and don't know necessarily how to express them. And sometimes it can be frustrating. As a Scorpio, I feel things at a deeper level, a very intense level. But what I've realized on this journey is, though I may be able to feel things at a deeper level, and also feel other people's emotions, I have to sometimes ask myself, if I am feeling something this deeply, how, even if it is feeling it off of someone else, how does that relate to me? Because we're all reflections of each other. We're all reflections of the divine creator that created us. That's beautiful. So, when you find this beauty and you want to share it, it's okay. It's okay. It's going deeper. It's going deeper into even finding the deepest level of, let's just say this stone. How do I connect with this stone? Can I find its most intimate secrets within it, within me? As above, so below. As within, so without. This is a reflection of me. This stone This stone is sujolite. This stone is associated with the crown chakra. It's also associated with the heart, because this particular stone is associated with Archangel Michael. Somewhere within me, I have a reflection piece that connects me to the energy of Michael. When you hold this stone, it becomes a reflection of you. And then, at that moment in time, you can ask yourself to go deep enough to find each layer of how you are connected with this stone. I see it through the eyes of Michael. I see it through the eyes of the crown chakra, with direct communication with Source. Finding the deepness within my heart. The truth of spirit, which goes way beyond these very words. At this point, it becomes energetic. We can do that with all things. How deep will we go? We all have a voice. We all have a different perspective. But when you can truly honor the most simplest of beauties within this world, your connection with a friend, the connection with your mom, the connection with this stone, and we choose to express it, that's where our true strength comes from, within our vulnerability. I ask you, I'd like to open this up, because for me, sometimes I do the best I can in regards to expressing how I feel to my reflection here. But I'd like to open it up to other souls, to have a dialogue on this subject. Because I feel like when two or more are gathered, we also find strength. We also connect at a deeper level. We're also able to find new enlightenment from a different perspective. And I feel like this conversation will allow it to go even deeper and even create more dialogue and beauty. If you're up for it, please share your thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts on this. All right. I hope you all have a beautiful night. Happy Gemini. Divine beautiful souls. Namaste.